Here we go now.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now. Drop the applaud emojis for you guys that helped us reach our goal of over $4,000 for the Pride fundraiser. But we're not done because you know my real goal was $5,000. Oh, wait, no. My real goal was $5,000, but we still have, 5 days left. We were able to raise $500 in a live. So we could definitely raise, I don't know how much more we have to go. Mods, let me know. But we're close. We're like, the last time I checked, we were over $4,200. So thank you. Shout out to our King's Guard. Shout out to our channel members. Shout out to everyone that donated. Even if you are not a subscriber, I know we had quite a few people donate. Some of you have sent me a Cash App. I'm going to donate that on through me. So thank you to those, but don't do that because I don't want to do that. 100% of your donation goes to the organization. Thank you to YouTube Giving. This will be a record for our Pride Month fundraiser. So thank you to all of you. Thank you, Breakfast at Tiffany's, y'all. She says, Kempire, your smile just lit my room. That's the sweetest compliment ever. Don't be flirting with me, Breakfast at Tiffany. Don't be flirting with me. So I decided to go live because, as you know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 reunion looks have dropped literally maybe like 20 minutes ago. And I was finally home. But can I just get into a sidebar? Wendy says Kenya looks the best. Kenya's not there, but she probably would have given a fantastic look. She probably would have. We're going to get into the reunion looks. But let me just get into a sidebar real quick. So I went to the chiropractor, but it's like a holistic chiropractor. So they do like chiropractic work, but at the same time, they do holistic things. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of gua sha, where they I don't know the actual, I guess maybe the device is called gua sha, and they put it on your back, but they do it in such a way that it's supposed to help. But it could leave bruising. If y'all could see my back right now, you could probably see a little bit of it on my neck. Well, you can't see it here. I would have to turn around. I'm not turning around. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have a boo or I have to go to anywhere where people think I might be being abused, because the way my back looks right now, and this is literally just happened like a couple of hours ago, so God only knows what it's going to look like in a couple of days, but it's all right. But I'm sore. So I'm pushing through. So if I go like, ooh, then you know I'm a little sore from the gua sha treatment and chiropractic treatment. All right. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to share. That's one thing I always forget to let you guys know. Share. There's a share button on this video. Share it to your friends and family. Let them know that we are live. We're live streaming on YouTube, of course, on Facebook. We're also live on Twitch and Twitter. We're not live on TikTok just because every time I go live on TikTok and we're doing the fashions, everyone's like, we can't see them. All right. Shabazz says, you let the beat you, Harpo? That's the way it feels right now. But if it means I'm going to feel better, then yes, then it was worth it, I guess. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I will be giving you guys the Diddy update because you probably heard a lot. Oh, they're dropping charges. No, there's a lot more to the situation. So stay tuned. I will talk about Diddy in a whole other video. So any updates, I will let you guys know. They're supposed to have the charging conference today. It's been delayed. I don't know what's happening in regards to it now, but I will be sharing a video with you guys a little bit later on. Oh, you know what? I can't wait. Some of you guys in the jokes. Okay, so let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks. I have the actual details in regards to the looks. I don't know if you guys have seen the looks yet. All right, this is just a rough look at the reunion looks. Who do you think is best dressed? I mean, the melanin with this particular color. It's like a neon color. It's hard to describe, like a neon green, neon yellow. There's some yellows. You'll let me know who's your best dressed, but let's go through the looks. Before you tell me who your best dressed is, let's go through the looks, but let me just tell you what the theme might have been. This is according to BravoTV.com. They said the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast members always bring their fashion A-game to special events. Well, some of them. But their season 16 reunion looks, partially inspired by their trip, they said partially inspired by their trip to Grenada, are truly next level. Kelly Farrell, Shmeyia Morton, Angela Oakley, Phaedra Parks, Drew Sidora, Porsha Williams, and Cynthia Bailey each donned intricate skin-bearing ensembles for their sit-down with reunion host Andy Cohen. The peach holders looked absolutely stunning in their yellow and gold gowns. Not everyone's yellow, though. I guess maybe it's another iteration of yellow, I guess, if you want to say neon. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn my notifications off. Please and hold. There we go. So they said the peach holders looked absolutely stunning in their yellow and gold gowns, complete with ornate beading, embellishments, and sky-high slits that showed off some serious leg. While most of the ladies opted to channel their inner goddess from Grenada, Angela and Cynthia were also inspired by Hollywood, opting for sleek and chic Oscar vibes, bringing old Hollywood glam to the reunion set. I feel like when they decide to have a theme, it works better with these reunions as a whole. We see some of like the OC reunions or the Beverly Hills reunions. Yes, some people look great, but there really is no theme. So the group picture always looks a mess. Okay. Exactly. Sassy says, I'm not liking the color. It's looking more green than yellow gold. Yeah, I feel like that's where maybe some people didn't get the memo, or maybe the memo wasn't clear. But we'll unpack some of that. We'll unpack some of that, guys. Keep liking the video if you haven't already. I will talk about this on the podcast as well. So podcast, I'm going to be very descriptive so that you guys can understand what we're looking at. Okay. All right. When it comes to their reunion beauty, the women opted for sleek bobs, luxurious waves, deep side parts, and one ornate hairpiece, which added to the powerful looks. Remember what Real Housewives of Potomac did in regards to their reunion looks this year? They had one stylist sort of curate all of their looks. And for the most part, that made everyone look great. I don't think they did that for this. Sidebar, remember we said that the reunion was filmed in Atlanta? Cynthia confirmed that on her podcast. And it's been a long time since they've had the reunion in Atlanta. I wonder why they opted to do Atlanta. Is it the budget? I'm wondering, because they haven't done a reunion in Atlanta in a few years. I remember Candy complaining about that she misses when they did the reunions in Atlanta because they had been doing them in New York. I think for the convenience of Andy Cohen, because it's easier for him. You know, Andy has kids now, so yeah. All right, let's get into, oh God, because this probably is one of my least favorite looks. But we already talked about how she's not a fashionista, even though she has a team and all the things, but it's not giving fashionista. Can you guess who I'm talking about? Should I give you guys a moment? Let me give you guys a moment to guess who I'm talking about. April says more like a mustard marigold. Probably. Shanna says, not the budget. Just saying. A lot of movies are filmed in Atlanta because it's more affordable to film there as opposed to something in New York. So maybe that's what it was. Who knows? Okay. All right. She claims to have a team of fashion stylists, but maybe because she doesn't have the fashion stylist. Wait, Flippiana says not Dijon. Wait, Dijon Gouture, is that what you said, Flippiana? Yes, here we go. That is the theme. Flippiana got it correctly. This is the theme. Come on, Dijon. Couture. It sounds like proper, but if you know what Dijon mustard is, then you understand. Okay, let's get into these reunion looks. Let's bring up Kelly Farrell first. Kelly's look. Let's talk about Kelly's look. You know we like to celebrate the people behind the scenes when it comes to these looks. And you guys in the live chat will let me know how you'd rate this look from 1 to 10. But let me first tell you the inspiration, okay? So the dress is by Christina Karlashkina. Shoes are Christian Louboutin. Customized by Urban Bling. Oh, you can do that? Oh, I guess you can do anything you want, right? Jewelry is by Alexis Batar. Hair is Monel Garrett. Makeup artist is Chanel Thompson. Fashion stylist Mickey Freeman. Wait, do I know Mickey? Mickey, do I know you? Look, Mickey, do I know you? That name sounds familiar. Well, okay, this is not the worst that she's looked. It's just not my favorite look. I have to say, though, when I first saw the picture, I said, wait, is that the girl from 3LW? Getting sick and tired of your promises. I was like, is that right? Come on, am I lying? I think this was probably the best that she's looked, but this was not a favorite look of mine. I think it's the hair, maybe the long hair. Maybe she should have put her hair up or did it like a shorter hair. And for those that before y'all in the comment section, Kempire, you're talking about fashion? Shut up. Look, come on. We've been doing this since the beginning of time. We review these looks because they put them out so that we can review them and talk about the reunion. This is free promo for Bravo. Shan says, did she get more fillers? That's what it looks like. Get sick and tired of your promises and promises. Beauty and the Beast vibes. It's definitely, I think if this dress was on someone else, it would probably look far better. Anyone else? Because I don't hate the dress. And I don't hate the person in the dress. I hate the combination of the person in the dress. Did I clean that up? Is that better? No? Okay. I like the dress. Try and look at this dress without Kelly in it. Okay, Sherry says the look is overpowering her little frame. I think that's what it is. I don't like the shoes either for this dress. I don't like the shoes. I feel like the shoes look a little bit more green than the yellow. Shan says it's a no for me. Shanna says that she's too short for it, to be honest. I'm thinking if we saw like a Tyra Banks or a Naomi Campbell or just someone or a Porsha Williams in this dress, we would look at this dress better in a different way. Dina says it's wearing her. And I think it's hard for us to see the dress because of who it's on. Brit says that Brit may be laughing, you know. Brit, you should have showed up for the reunion. Oh, damn. Flippiana says it's giving brats going to homecoming. Keith says, there's too much going on. I can't stand a high-low dress. This ain't 2010. Oh, my God. What are we saying right now? This is our Met Gala. For those that aren't familiar with what we do here, this is our Met Gala. We become the Andre Leontellis of Bravo universe, okay? Again, if this dress was on someone else, I think it would look 10s across the board. Maybe a taller woman, maybe. How would you guys rate it though? Let me know in the live chat. How would you rate this look? How would I rate this look from Kelly? I'm going to rate this look from Kelly because I don't think it's flattering to her, but I like the dress. I'm going to give this a 6. And I know before you guys start getting on me about my rating, it's my rating. I'm asking you your rating. Dina says it makes her head look bigger. I'm telling you, it's giving was it Kaylee? Keely. I'm getting sick and tired of your promises. That's what it's giving to me. I'm gonna give it a 6. All right. Gigi gave it a 5. Porsha gave it a 3. Hey, Losho. Green Girl gave it a 4. Gifty Abaka gave it a 3. All right, I'm seeing a lot of 4s, 5s. Chioma gave it a 5. Golden Brown gave it a 4. Shark gave it a 3. Damn. And I had lunch, so I should be fine. All right. Drea gave it a 4.5. That's not bad when you think about it. If it's out of 10, I gave it a 6. I'm gonna stick with a 6. I'm gonna start low because we have more looks to go through. All right. Wait. In regards to Kelly's look, though, there was more. So she says, "Baby, we are giving ocean goddess energy." Kelly told BravoTV.com backstage at her first reunion, "I am here to bloom and to feel good, to look good and give my best. We are giving Cinderella had a peach." Maybe. Again, she has far worse looks that we can recall from the season. In comparison to those looks, guys, she looks better, right? All right, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to the next look. Where do I want to go next? Let's go to Shmeyia. Let me go to Shmeyia. Shmeyya's look here. All right. And look, Shmeyia hasn't had the best looks this season either. However, Shmeyia for me sometimes can be a hit or miss. Let's get into her look. Her dress is by Rian Fernandez. Shoes are by Giuseppe Zanotti. Bracelets are by Cartier. Earrings are by Lagame. Hair stylist is D'Angelo Glenn. Makeup artist is Latasha Wright. Fashion stylist is Chanel Welsh. Because Chanel, walk on, sister. Chanel is the same one that has styled people like Nene Leakes. Kenya Moore. She styled Kenya Moore's reunion looks. Chanel was also the stylist that overlooked all of the looks for the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. I like this look. And Chanel knows me. She knows I ain't going to BS her. Like, I don't care. If something doesn't look good, I'm going to say it. I like this look on Shmeyia because to me, it was giving risky. I like the colors. I like the textures. She says in a statement backstage at the reunion, she says, "I want to bring in the sunshine. I want to brighten the situation," she said at her first reunion. She says, "I want to bring some warmth." I like the hints of green and yellow here. It almost actually gives African inspired as well. I like this look. And if you look closer, you can see her earrings. I like the bob on her too. I like the bob. And her beautiful skin, chocolatey skin. I like this look. Is it my favorite look? The more I look at it, the more I'm like, I like this look more and more. Again, I always say this during our reunion recaps in regards to the fashion. It will change in regards to our ratings when it comes to seeing these dresses in motion. Because sometimes they look better in a picture than they do in real life. But I like this dress. I love the bob. I love the sort of like this, because remember, this is also inspired by their trip to Grenada. Britt says her skin is tea. Her skin is glowing. I like this look. But she's not done. She had more to say. She said, "This season, I truly opened my life up to the world, and I wanted my look to reflect the vulnerability and growth." She added via email. "When we found out the reunion color was yellow," we're like, yellow, "I was excited because it's one of my favorite colors. I also feel like it's representative of my bright and bubbly personality, my ability to see the sun in the midst of my storm. So I immediately envisioned something symbolic. The concept became, in full bloom, a celebration of blossoming into the woman I've become. My gown was inspired by the image of a flower at golden hour, basking in the glow of the setting sun." I like this dress, guys. The more I look at this dress, the more I like this dress. And I like that she chose this haircut. And for those of you that say that you don't like her short hair, I don't understand why. She's one of the rare people that can rock a short haircut. But I love the bob, so the in-between. I like this look. I'm giving it a 9. Shanna says, "Nobody is in yellow." Shanna, don't yell in here. They're going to get you. Someone said the girls are colorblind. Jay said, "Who decides the reunion colors?" Probably production or the network. They have to get the looks approved too. So I don't know if it's production or... Exactly. Housewives from a housewife says, she says, "Okay, chat GPT explanation," because she did send an email later adding more. Okay. I like this look on Shmeyia. I'm giving this a 9. How would you guys rate it? I'm seeing a bunch of 9s too. 8s, 8.5s. JPH says 8.5. Okay. Okay. Okay, 6. I give Shmeyia a 9. Kimberly Bird says this is the best look. Wait, this is the best she's ever looked. I give it a 9. Robin says, see, Chanel, you did it, gal. But again, I'm not surprised. I was actually looking forward to this because I know Chanel and Shmeyia have been working together. But Chanel, I've seen some of the other looks that you've done with Shmeyia recently. I didn't love, but this one you did it. You hit it out the park. Lovely True Red gave it a 10. Audrey gave it a 9. Tanisha gave it a 5. A 5? But okay, that's your rating. J. Marie gave it a 10. Critical Thinker gave it a 9. Exactly. Housewives from a Housewife says it's true. The more you look at it, the better it looks because you see the intricate. I can't today. Please, they abuse my back, guys. Okay, you see the detail that's in this dress, and it's almost camouflagey, and I want to see it in motion. Oh yes, and Chanel is. I don't know how long Chanel and Dr. Wendy have worked together, but Chanel, the stylist for this look, this reunion look, works with Dr. Wendy. And they've worked together for years now. And that's why Dr. Wendy's probably the best dress on Potomac. KM says, I don't like it, which is fine. Carmela says, finally, a decent look. Damn, you guys are harsh. No, I'm playing. You guys have a right to your opinion. Let me move on. But before we move on, Philly, who's coming to my Philly show? Who knows that I'm coming to Philly? In 2 weeks, I'll be in Philly for the Kempire After Dark, the Villain Era live show. I'm coming to Philly, the City Winery there this week only, though. If you've been waiting to get your tickets or you didn't know, this is the week to get your tickets. All right, Philly, $25 tickets for the premium ticket. Go get your tickets this week. Do not wait. I'm bringing my live show to your city. We're going to be talking hot topics. We're going to be talking Diddy, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Potomac. Oh, well, we can talk about Potomac because there's things to talk about, and Miami. So get your tickets today. More information on that show will be available in the description. Then we're coming to Atlanta. August 5th, I'll be in Atlanta. Then August 22nd, I will be in DC. That's our very first summer show in DC. And then, of course, New York City on September 12th. Get your tickets today. Kimberly says, I'm coming to your show. The Philly show, Kimberly? Keep telling your people. Don't assume people know I'm coming. Because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to come to Philly, and people that are in Philly or near Philly are going to like, I didn't know you were coming. This is why I'm so incessant about mentioning it every video that I do. Kimberly says, Philly, I'll be there. See you then, Kimberly. Okay. So don't forget, guys, ticket information will be available in the description. Meet and greets are available for all the shows. New York City, though, has a live stream option. So if you haven't already, go get your tickets for the live stream option. You'll have the live stream ticket for a week. All right. All right. And your Diddy update will be coming later today because literally court starting late today. But I have a lot to talk about in regards to court today, so stay tuned. Nige says, every time you come, I'm out of town. Well, come to one of the other shows. Nige, New York City's not far from Philly. I'm coming from New York to Philly, so it's not far. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to our next look. She's having the year of her... Oh, damn. Hold on, Angela. She's having the year of her life. Come on now. What I love from Angela is she's able to give us long hair, braids, a bob. I love her in the bob, though. All right? I love her bob. Jenna's going to be there in Philly. Jenna's come to she's come to different cities for my show. We appreciate Jenna. She's also one of our new King's Guard. So show Jenna some love in the chat. Angela Oakley. Okay, first of all, can we just talk about the body? The body, yada, 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 yada. Exactly. Carmela says, old looking where? She's showing Phaedra right now. Look at the body, yada, yada. Let's talk about what's in this dress, or who did this dress. Not in this dress. She's in this dress. So the dress is by Valdrin Sahidi. We've heard that name before. Shoes are Stuart Weitzman. Jewelry is Swarovski. Fashion stylist Ty Coachman. Makeup artist is painted by Jeremy. Is their name. Hairstylist is Hair Assassin. That's their name. Hair assassin, you did that, hair assassin. Hair assassin, you did that. Again, this is a dress I want to see in motion, but it looks great. She's giving body, she's giving leg. The chest is chesting. The hair and makeup is makeuping. And the hair is hairing. The hair assassin did that. I love it. I love it. It's simple. I don't feel like she took a lot of risks. I'll say that. But I'm going to give her a 9. What would you guys rate her look? How would you guys rate her look? I'm going to give her a 9. I like this look on her. But when I look at Shmeyia's look, it's hard for me to I'm like, I really love Shmeyia's look. The more I look at Shmeyia's look, the more I fall in love with this look. But Angela looks great. I'm giving it a 9. I might be leaning more towards like an 8.5, but I'm going to give her a 9 because she's been stellar this season in regards to her looks. All right. Let's get into what Angela had to say about her look. So Angela says, I have a butter yellow dress. It's not looking like yellow. Maybe it's the pictures. Maybe once we see it live and in person, it will look different color. But it's not giving yellow. She says, I have a butter yellow dress with a little bit of cleavage. A little bit of cleavage. Angela explained backstage at the reunion. She says it's simple, so it was intentional. I wanted to do a simple dress with big hair. I like it. She looks like a goddess. Talking about being a goddess, she looks like a goddess. I like this dress on her. For her first reunion, she added via email that she wanted to evoke a sleek and chic Oscar vibe, channeling that red carpet glamour. Okay. Kimberly says maybe it's the lighting. I agree. Maybe it's the lighting. But I like the dress. I like Angela in the dress. Again, I think if she wore Kelly's outfit, we might feel differently about Kelly's outfit because Angela has the body. Just saying. Kimberly says, I like simple. Yeah. Blue Sky says, goddess wear. This is coming from a profile with no picture in it. Okay. But again, we're on our Andre Leontelli energy right now. All right, let's get into some more looks, guys. We have nearly 2,000 of you here watching our Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 reunion looks ratings. If you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions. All right, let's move on from there. So, Phaedra Parks, who came in 10 days. If you missed it, I did a video yesterday talking about Angela Oakley's interview with Carlos King, where she reveals that Phaedra, she believes, allegedly, that Phaedra was behind having Marcus, the messy queen, come onto the show and try and spread a rumor about Charles cheating on her. According to Angela, she believes that it was Phaedra. And she says the guy, Marcus, told her it was Phaedra. And it looks like, based on what Angela told Carlos, is that she found out about some stuff about Marcus and who he was and is and how he's on a list where he can't go near schools. Sir, and we found out he is a restaurant owner. Sir, why would you risk your business, your livelihood for this? How are you I guess you can be a restaurant owner, but children aren't allowed? Anyway, moving on. Okay, moving on. Let's get back to, so Angela is accusing Phaedra in her last 10 days of being on this show of concocting this plan and rumor. Even though you saw from the episode, Phaedra was just like, don't let him bother you. Because Phaedra, but that's the thing with Phaedra, like, you did not learn your lesson. You came back with the same stupid behavior. I blame Bravo. Look, I blame Bravo. KJ says, OMG, he's an S offender. I saw it circulating online, but so I did my own research and I confirmed he's on the list. He's on the list. Okay. So basically what Angela alludes to in the interview with Carlos is the fact that she found out information about him and so basically said to him, like, I know information about you. You need to tell me who set you up, who set this all up. Scherster says, I believe Angela completely. Me too. I believe her completely. Especially when Phaedra has this history. The other thing too, though, I don't think Porsha's innocent either. You saw who was the first person that she called? Hello there, we will be doing callers. If you remember, I'll be dropping the calling for you guys first. Shout out to everyone watching on X and on Twitch. I see you guys. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Mamas. Hey, Nakisha. What's going on? Shout out to everyone. Hey, MK, what's going on? All right, let me move on. Okay. Let's go to our next look. Who's on our... Phaedra. Let's get to Phaedra's look. And you guys will let me know in the chat how you would rate Phaedra's look. Phaedra. Okay. When I saw Phaedra's look, I said, did they go to Thailand? Did I miss something? I was completely confused. But I was like, okay. So her dress is Le Tahoe. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. The shoes are Giuseppe Zanotti. Jewelry is Alexis Bitar and Schiaparelli. Hairstylist is Alonzo Arnold. Makeup artist is Tommy. Fashion stylist is Fiscani of the Ivy Showroom. Is that... Oh, that Ivy Showroom is her showroom or her friend's showroom. I don't remember. I know they're partners in something. Stylist assistant was Art Khan. It looks a little cheap. It looks like they got fabric and they wrapped it around her waist. Here's what I feel as if Karen Huger has mastered. Trying the youthful, but still very complimentary to her age look at the reunions. I feel like, and this has been my quandary with Phaedra over the last few years, because she went from being like this Southern belle to being very frumpy dumpy to like this Instagram model. Anyone else? And it doesn't land for me when it comes to it. Because some people can get away with that. I don't feel like she gets away with it. And I think that's what it is. I don't love this look. I think her makeup looks great. I think the face card is face carding. I'm confused by the headdress. I don't know if that's... Shout out to the folks that watch from Grenada. Is that something that you guys do in Grenada that I don't know of? Because I'm more familiar with this from Thailand. Just asking. Jano says... Jano, I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Jano says, Phaedra's dress is giving swap meet. Yeah... April says, confused goddess, snow queen. Let's get into what Phaedra had to say. She says, my reunion inspiration, stems from the powerful spirit of Grenadian women, resilient, graceful, and deeply connected to their heritage, she told the Daily Dish via email. Grenada's culture it radiates a natural beauty that is both timeless and commanding. I sought to embody that essence, a princess warrior wrapped in a sarong, exuding the poise of a goddess. Okay. She's good with the words. She says, it's a tribute. It's a tribute to strength through elegance and tradition woven into modern expression, she added. Okay. Deb says that's gold, not yellow. They did mention that some were given like gold inspired. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. If you guys are just joining us, we're talking about the reunion looks for RHOA. All right. Hold on. I'm going to turn on the AC in here, y'all, because it is hot. And you know it's hot here in New York. So I'm going to turn on my AC real quick. Hold on. Hold on. And I was getting hot in here. Hold on, y'all. And you know, with the lighting in here, it don't help. All right. If you just joined us, guys, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks. All right. And James says next, please. Damn. All right. Calm down. We're moving on. We're moving on. Oh, wait. Let me drop the call link for our members before I do anything else, before I forget. And keep liking the video if you haven't liked the video already. Okay. Hold on. Who's your favorite look so far? Based on who I've shown, who's your favorite reunion look so far? I have to say, so far, probably Angela and Shmeyia, the two Tauruses. Go figure. Go figure. Hold on, y'all. Let me drop the call in link really quickly. Okay. All right. So I dropped the call link for you guys on it for the members. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Losho. What do I rank Phaedra? Before we move on, how would I rank Phaedra's reunion look? It's not bad, but I don't feel like it's in line with the theme. I'm probably going to give this, I gave, what's her name, a 6? I'm probably going to give this a 5. I'm probably going to give this a 5. How would you guys rate her look, Phaedra's look, from 1 to 10? Mr. Mello said, what do you rate Phaedra's look? Yeah, I'm probably going to give it a 5. How would you guys rate her look? Live chat. Shireen, hey Shireen. Shireen gave it a 2. Foxy gave it a 5. I'm going to give it a 5. Miss Foodie gave it a -10. Auntie Eva gave it a 5. Chrissy gave it a 0. Outside the Box gave it a 5. Yeah, I think 5. For me, again, replay crew, live chat, you can give it your rating. All right, let's move on from there. Let me see what they have on the list in regards to the next folks that are going to be rated. Drew Sidora. Everyone still, even Drew apparently was shocked at her seating at the reunion. But Drew, I feel like Drew is more in line with the theme in regards to celebrating Grenada and things like that as well. Okay, let's get into what Drew's dress is by JoJo. Shoes is by Versace. We can't really see her shoes in this photo. Jewelry is by Alexis Batar and Angel Brinks Fashions. All right. Makeup is by artist Shania. There we go. Crave Fennison. Hairstylist Walter Weaveslayer. Fleming fashion stylist Williams John Charles. All right. All right. Theo says that Drew plays her reunion dresses safe. I don't feel like this is safe, though. I don't feel like this is safe. But, you know, everyone's going to have their opinion. All right. If you guys had to rate this look, though, oh, wait. Drew said, the result is a golden goddess moment. Oh, wait, no. She says, we took traditional carnival elements, feathers, shimmer, heat, and reimagined them through a high glam lens, she told the Daily Dish. The result is a golden goddess moment, crystal-drenched body contouring and full of island rhythm. A tribute to Caribbean royalty with runway edge. For me, it's sort of celebrating the whole carnival theme. So I don't love her makeup. I don't really love her makeup in hair. And even though she's kind of given that better makeup and hair during the season, but I really don't love the combination. But I like that she is trying to celebrate the theme. King says, King, I said what I said says, imagine telling us Grenadians what the theme for our country is. Wait, what did you say the theme was? I must have missed your comment. I do feel like this is sort of celebrating the carnival theme. Because I feel like she's probably the most in line when it comes to celebrating the carnival theme. I'm going to give this look. I have to take points away for hair and makeup because I don't love that. I have to give this look probably a 6.5. Yeah. Damn Day. No, I haven't even seen it. Oh, no, we talked a little bit about, we did talk a little bit about Porsha's People magazine cover during our recap. And how kind of hypocritical it was. Just saying. All right. If you guys had to rate Drew's look, how would you rate it from 1 to 10? Angel says feathers are hard to pull off. They are, but I do feel like it's more inspired by Carnival than anyone else. Okay, Kimberly says, oh wait, I lost your comment, Kimberly. All right. If you guys had to rate Drew's look from 1 to 10, how would you rate it? Let me know in the chat. Replay crew, do the same. The feathers are hard to pull off. It's not my favorite look, but I do think that Drew, for the most part, has given us really great fashion throughout the season and hair and makeup. This is not my favorite look from her. I can appreciate the celebration of Carnival in her look. It's actually the reunion. It's actually her hair and makeup that's kind of making me like, I don't really love the look. So far, who's your favorite look, though? I have to say Shmeyia might be my favorite look so far. I'm giving this look a 6.5, maybe 6. A 6. I'm going to give this look a 6. Okay, Miss Ryan says 9.5. She understood the assignment. All right. R. White gave it a 7 to 8. All right, I'm seeing mixed. Yvette says definitely Carnival theme for Drew. I give her a 6. See? I think because she really did try to go by the theme, I have to give her some points for that. Hair and makeup for me, based off of this picture, is not the greatest. Love King Forever gave it a 1.3. Okay. All right, fine. Okay. Guys, let me know if you can hear me because I turned on the AC because it was getting hot in here. The last thing we need is a Wendy Williams moment on live. Just saying. Okay, let's move on to the other looks. All right, so this is definitely one of my favorite looks. Porsha Peach Juice Williams, Statlandia Williams. The dress is by Ray Ortiz. Shoes are by Giuseppe Zanotti. Jewelry is by House of Emmanuel. Hairstylist is Joseph Carlos. Makeup artist is Tommy. Fashion stylist is Jeremy Haynes. They showed off her look yesterday to promote that this was coming out today. I wasn't surprised that Porsha was going to give us a new look. Oh, thank you so much. Sean says can't hear the AC at all. Perfect. I'm not surprised that Porsha was able to bring a look, but is she able to bring like the energy other than a friend of for the season? But according to Cynthia, Porsha had a lot coming at her at the reunion, but she handled it. She handled it like a pro. But I love the dress. I love the bodice. It's giving superhero. I think hair and makeup look great. I'm not surprised though. I think Porsha is probably one of the best dressed. Her and her BFF or former BFF. For me, my favorite part of the dress is the bodice part of it. It looks tailored to her body. The body is bodying. Hair and makeup look great. But Porsha has been consistent for the most part when it comes to her reunion looks. I mean, maybe like her early reunion looks weren't the best, but she's definitely gotten better with time. Just saying. I think this is I have to give her a 10. I love this look. I love the look. I'm surprised I even showed this look yesterday before debuting all the looks. If you guys had to rate this look, how would you rate it? I'm going to give this a 10. I love this look. But if you had to rate Porsha's performance overall this season, not having to do with her fashion, how would you rate Porsha's looks? I mean, not looks, her performance this season. The fashions, the gowns, beautiful gowns have been fantastic. The looks, I can't say, I mean, the looks have been fantastic. Her performance over the season, not great. All right. Can't Be Bothered says, fire per usual, nothing new here. Yeah, like I would have been surprised if Porsha did not look good. Right? Exactly. Cece says, Portia's giving Golden Warrior Princess. And she probably needed the armor because she knew people were going to be coming at her. Lavender says 4 for performance overall. I agree. But the outfit is 10s. 10s across the board. 10s across the board. Replay crew, be sure to let us know how you would rate Porsha's reunion looks as well. Damn. Rue says Porsha's appearance has been like Phaedra's look in regards to her performance this season. Let me say thank you because we had a few super chats. Sass, thank you for the super chat. Sass says Drew stole Kelly's busted paisley swoop. 50 Cent was just there for a check. Kelly chose origami. Phaedra went to the closet of Timu Hall. Damn. Demi, thank you so much for the super chat. Demi says, Kelly needs a stylist that knows how to dress short people. Angela and Porsha look great. I agree. Edward, thank you so much for the super chat. Edward says, I know I'm a man, but I always love it for women who goes for classy instead of over the top. Love Kempire fam. Yeah. Yeah. A, thank you so much for the super chat. A says, hold on. A says, Phaedra talking about Angela looks old, then comes to the reunion. In this, she literally looks ancient and not in a good way. The jokes write themselves. I think we already felt that way even before this reunion. Look. Keith, thank you so much for the super chat. Keith says, Phaedra must have thought this was Game of Thrones, and not to mention her dressing, quote, provocative isn't that convincing. It's giving try hard. I think that's what it's been giving. Like, that's why I said like Instagram model. That's what she's been giving over the last couple of years. Gary, thank you for the super chat. Gary says, Phaedra looks like a fancy doorknob that Donald Trump would have in one of his New York, in his gaudy New York penthouse. There we go. I agree. Excuse me. Breezy, thank you so much for the super chat. Bree says, hey, Kemp, happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, too. J. Marie, thank you for the super chat. J. Marie says, jab, jab theme would have been better with the black oil. Shmeyia, Angela, and Porsha 8. Phaedra looked like a messy Medusa. Yeah. All right. We're not done, though. We're not done with our reunion looks, guys. Keep liking the video if you haven't already. We have to talk about Cynthia Bailey's look. So as you know, Cynthia Bailey is a friend of this season, but she does make an appearance at the reunion. I thought they were going to have Cynthia out there from the very beginning of the reunion. It doesn't sound as if that she's out there the entire reunion, but a lot of you are going to say she really didn't bring a lot this season. And she's saying that she liked being a friend of this season. She's not sure if she's coming back next season. They haven't confirmed that yet. But how did you guys feel about Cynthia as a friend of the season? Do you want to see Cynthia come back next season as a friend of? This dress, very much like what I've been saying about Cynthia's wigs this season, it's giving like she's not getting the housewives check, so she's only going to giving bare minimum. I think that she looks great, but it feels like friend of check. Like I'm not going to pay for a whole bunch of money for hair and makeup. I think she looks great, but it's giving regular. So still her regular is still better than Kelly's though. I would give this a 7, meaning like it was safe. Like I think it's a safe look for Cynthia. But guess what? This dress is by Giovanni. As you know, Cynthia Bailey has, or you may not know, she has a new collaboration on suits with Giovanni. And we know Giovanni from Real Housewives of New York. So this dress is by Giovanni. Shoes are vintage. Jewelry is vintage. Hairstylist. When she says vintage, this means right out of her closet. Okay? Hairstylist is Jason Tavares. Makeup artist is Donovan Lamar. Fashion stylist is The Style Duo. She says this backstage. She says, I'm so happy that we're wearing yellow because the Lord knows we need all the brightness, all the light that we can get. It also gives a little bit of old Hollywood glam, which I love. Of course, as an up-and-coming actress, she says. All right. I think this was a safe look for Cynthia. Britt says it's giving Love Island. Is it? Based on you guys watching the new season that I'm not watching. Christina says that she's wore this before. Oh, look. Oh, I didn't recall. I did not recall that. But it kind of looks like she might have wore this before. Maybe that's why I'm like, this is kind of safe. All right, let's get to some quick callers, guys, because I have the Diddy trial to cover for you later today. We have a lot to unpack when it comes to Diddy. There's a lot of misinformation going around in regards to the Southern District of New York has dropped charges against Diddy, or some of the charges. That's not completely true, so we're going to get into that. So I can't be here too long. So I have to get to your Diddy update. So let me get to a couple of callers from our members. If you're a member of the channel, I did drop the call-in link on the community tab, post tab, whatever it may be. For those that are just joining us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks. Be sure, if you're part of a replay crew, to let us know how you would rate each lady in their reunion looks. Also, let me know who had your favorite look. Live chat, let me know who had your favorite look. Those of you that are backstage, you're getting 30 seconds to share your critique of the reunion looks. All right. Let's bring up, and again, the opinions of the callers do not represent the opinions of myself, TheKempire LLC, or our sponsors. And everything that they say is alleged. All right, let's bring up Taurus with the T. Taurus with the T, what did you want to share?
Happy Wednesday, Cam.
You too.
I wanted to say, I think it's something to be said with like Cynthia's outfit. It's better to be understated and very mature and sexy instead of taking it over the top and you wind up looking a mess like Phaedra and Kelly. They look absolutely horrendous. Everyone else looks good, and I can appreciate Drew's outfit because it is giving the carnival theme with
Yeah.
the feathers. I just wish that she did like a curly updo or even a bob would have
Mm.
suited her better. The hair, it looks, I don't like the look, and the makeup for Drew and Kelly look very harsh. It's kind of scary almost.
Yeah.
But that's it.
All
Happy
right.
Wednesday, Camp.
Thanks,
Bye.
Taurus with the T. I didn't even put the timer on. You did it. Okay. Thanks, Taurus with the T. All right. Cynthia's backstage. We're going to bring Cynthia up next. Cynthia, what did you want to share about these reunion looks?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
I'm fine, Kempire. Real quick, I think that I rated the first three, Porsha being a 10, Shmeyia 8.5, and Drew a 7. I think they're the first three looks. The first three looks are good. The worst is Phaedra.
Oh.
Kelly looks like a Barbie doll. And Angela, I don't know what she was doing, but I gave her a 7.
Okay. All right. Fair. All right, Cynthia.
Fair. Yeah, fair. And Cynthia was fair too. She was in the middle. Not too bad, not too good either.
Cynthia said, "Y'all not giving me a housewives check. I'm not pulling out all the stops."
I don't blame her.
Just
I don't blame her. Thanks, Kempire.
Thanks, Cynthia.
Oh, Kempire, are you gonna go live with Diddy?
No, probably not.
Aww.
No. Yeah, okay. I can't be distracted when I'm giving that information.
Oh yeah, I understand. Thank you so much, Kempire. Have a good one.
You too. Bye. I will probably go live with Diddy when we're getting closer to the verdict and things like that, or closing arguments, maybe because they're thinking closing arguments might start tomorrow or Friday. So we shall see. They were delayed today, so who knows? Maybe closing arguments won't be until Friday. So we shall see. All right, let's bring up Marquel next. Marquel, what did you want to share about the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks?
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, this is my first time. Oh, hey, how y'all doing?
Well, how are you?
I'm fine. I loved Shmeyia for her skin. Skin was radiating.
Mm-hmm.
I gave Angela a 9 for her legs, and my favorite look was Porsha.
Yes.
Everybody else, yeah, I could do without.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Right.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Thank you, Mark Ball, for calling in.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Have a good day. Brooklyn Star never misses when we talk about calling in for the reunion looks. Brooklyn Star, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
Good. This is the first season that this is the first time I think Shmeyia got everything down, the hair, the outfit, everything. I loved it. Porsha looked good. Angela looked good. Cynthia, I knew it was Giovanni. Her and Luann is always Giovanni. Okay, they got some secret back deal or something.
She does have a deal with Giovanni now. She has like a suit thing now with Giovanni.
Yeah, Phaedra is giving Queen of the Damned. That Aaliyah movie, it's a pure costume. I think Drew should have had a different hair. Everybody putting on this blonde wig with this yellow, it was a little bit much. And Kelly is too short for all that embellishment. I have a sister her height. That's way too much fabric and everything on that dress. But my favorite, I think, is Porsha with her upgrades, okay?
Well,
yes.
What you mean with her upgrades?
Oh, that's not Coco and Chanel. That's and
oh,
Meg,
yeah, she did.
Okay,
She
got it upgraded. Okay?
Yes, okay, upgrades.
Yes. So I think she looks really good, but I don't want to see this armor look anymore. I think Gertie had it.
Yes.
I think Melody has had it. I don't want to see it no more, but I think she looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's and Cynthia needs to stop putting on. Her wigs are starting to look like very Vivica Fox wig line. Okay, they're starting to look heavy. They're sitting on her head. Something's off.
I'm thinking it's because of the housewives check not being there anymore.
Something. She can't get that high definition lace or something. I don't know, but it's starting to look like it's a hat hair. It never used to look like that.
Right? Okay, so it's not just me. All right.
No. It's looking like I just put it on. Not that it's been melted and laid. I don't know. It's sitting on her head. And I hate that little curl thing on Drew's head. I wish she would have went darker with her hair and pulled away from all the dress. If you want to show your shoulder of the feathers, why have all that hair?
Yeah.
I wish she would have went darker with her hair.
Okay.
But that's it.
Thanks, Brooklyn Star.
No problem. Bye.
Guys, you're just joining us. Don't forget the Kempire After Dark live experience is coming to Philadelphia July 10th. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. I'll be in Philadelphia. Tickets are on a summer flash sale right now. head on over to the description so you can get your tickets or spread the word. I know some of you are coming to that show. Then I'm coming to Atlanta August 5th. Then I'm in DC August 22nd. And then September 12th, I will be in New York City, back here in New York City. That show has a live stream option. So even if you're coming to the other shows, or maybe I'm not coming to your city, there is an option for you guys there. So get your tickets today. More information on the Kempire After Dark, the Villain Era is coming to a city near you. So stay tuned. Funky says, I got my Philly tickets. Yes, Funky, I'll see you then. See you then. It's going to be a great show. All right, let's bring up Keith. Keith, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey.
So first of all, with Cynthia, since she's a friend of, I'm gonna give her a little grace. But it definitely gave. Let me pick up something real quick before this event. It
Damn.
definitely didn't give any thought. She definitely picked it up on her way there. So, but I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna let her ride since she's just a friend of. And Phaedra definitely looked cheap, but we're gonna skip on right past her. And Angela was giving 1920s, but let me give you color. And I loved it. It was giving real regal, but not black and white, and I really liked that for her. But overall, yeah, I would say her and Porsha were definitely my fave. Porsha gave a nice, beautiful statue, and yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thanks so much, Keith.
Thank you.
Bye. I love how our members are respecting the timer. There is no timer. They're just getting through the looks and giving it to us. Okay. All right. So let's bring up Pageant Mommy next. Pageant Mommy, what did you want to share?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so like a pageant, I'm going to go from bottom to top, okay? So I gave Kelly a 3. I mean, it's too much going on with the embellishments, the roses and the draping and the ruching, and it's too much, and she really does need someone that understands her body type, so she got a 3. Shmeyia, I'm sorry, she got a 3. And then Phaedra, I gave her a 4. I mean, she needed more embellishment on what she was trying to do is this a bodice thing going on. She needed more stoning and different types of gold and AB stones if that's the way she wanted to go. And certainly that, I don't know, what the Thailand look on the head, I agree with that. Drew, I gave a 4. First of all, it looked cheap. The feathers, they were molting. It was too small. Clearly it was very tight. Not loving that at all. Shmeyia, I gave a 5. I felt as though now this photo looks better that you have up now of the color, but again, it makes her look heavier to me actually, where all of the flowers and stuff, the embellishment on the hips and that the placement I think should have been different and to more align her to make her look more proportioned. Angela is a 7. It looked like it fit. It also looked like a sequence dress to me. Like, it was, cost effective, which, okay, that's good. But okay. And then Porsha, I gave her a 9, although that bodice warrior is, very trendy. She did have the straps. I love it. The fit was perfect.
Yeah.
The only reason why I didn't give her a 10 is also because I'm really hard. But the reason why I didn't give her a 10, if she had a little bit more color, perhaps on her lip to me. I think that would have made it a 10 for me. And I didn't rate Cynthia because girl had on a maxi dress. She should have worn that for her Juneteenth barbecue. So I'll just, yeah. But they're beautiful ladies. Yeah. Have a great one.
Thanks, Pageant Mom. Oh my gosh. Damn. It's all right. It's all right. It's not right, but it's okay. Cynthia, we love you, girl. You did what needed to be done. Again, you didn't get a housewife's check, so I understand. Why pay all this money and you're going to be out there for 2 seconds? Let's be honest. Guys, replay crew, be sure to let me know how you would rate the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks for season 16, part of the K-Baby says, not the Juneteenth barbecue. Yes, that's what she said. I almost lost it, but it's okay. Be sure to let me know how you guys would rate their reunion looks in the live chat, but also let me know. Oh wait, live chat, let me know who was your favorite look and who was your least favorite look in the live chat. Replay crew, be sure to let me know how you rate all of the looks and your favorites and least favorites. Okay? Okay. My favorite looks have to be Porsha and Shmeyia, who are sitting next to Andy. I have to say it's Porsha and Shmeyia for me. And if anything, I probably would lean more towards Shmeyia because I think Shmeyia took a risk. She really took a risk with this dress, and I feel like there's so much detail in this, and I think this is such an ode, not just to Grenada, but African culture, the colors. I love the hair here too. It's probably one of my favorite looks of all of the women. Least favorite looks probably would be Kelly, the smalls, Kelly, Phaedra, and Drew. But I would choose Drew over Kelly and Phaedra more so because she still tried to stay within the carnival theme, in my opinion. But guys, we're going to continue. Don't forget, later today, I will be providing you your Diddy trial day 30 update. We have a lot to talk about and unpack there. That's why I didn't want to be here too long, but I wanted to give you guys an update in regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks. Reminder, we're still doing our Pride Month fundraiser. We're still trying to get to $5,000. If you haven't donated already or you haven't shared the donation, be sure to donate. If you're watching the replay of this, it will be along somewhere here or any of our last couple of videos. And don't forget, the Kempire After Dark, the Villain Era, is coming to Philly July 10th. Philly, you have a summer sale happening right now. If you want a premium ticket for $25 only, go get your tickets today. Then I'm coming to Atlanta August 5th. Then I'm in DC August 22nd. Then back here in New York City on September 12th. Ticket information will be available in the description. And don't forget, you can also hear our Diddy updates and other content on the Kempire podcast. Subscribe today if you haven't already. All right, y'all. Thank you all for being here. Yes, Beauty Stick says Shmeyia is giving African Queen. I love the dress. And I kind of want to see the dress up close now. Stay tuned for more here on the channel, guys. I'll see you in the Diddy trial day 30 update. We have a lot to unpack in regards to that. So stay tuned. I appreciate our King's Guards, our channel members, and our subscribers. We appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being here. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Here we go now.